When I was younger, I knew being an adult would have its challenges and be difficult, but I didn't think it would be like this. It's so hard to balance the things you care about in life, like friends, family, and health, while also having to get a second job because the first one just doesn't pay enough. And no matter how hard you work, the raises or the lack of promotions just doesn't, excuse me, sir, just doesn't benefit you in a way that will significantly impact your life. But even with all those things, but even with all those things factoring in, I for some reason still keep trying. I always remember a quote I heard from my Lyft driver one day, and it goes like this: If you have breath, you have hope. All you need is willingness. That honestly has been more helpful than any scripture I've ever read or will probably ever read, even though I keep religion somewhat in my life. Knowing I'm still breathing lets me know I still have somewhat of a chance to make a difference into my life and make a difference into what I want to become. That's where that hope is. It's in my breath. I just need to be willing. At times it is hard to be willing, but I notice that when I am willing of turning things around, the chances of those things changing go up because at least I'm doing something. That was something I had just written because I was just mainly thinking about um, the situations that I'm in life right now, as far as you know, career wise or just job wise, life wise in general. Um, with how difficult life seems, and even though it is quite hard in a way, being an adult and adulting and budgeting and you know paying off certain loans, trying to like bring your credit back up and everything like that. Um, it's still worth living in a sense. Like I was just hanging out with my mother, and that's basically just how I spent like my day off. And I'm not upset about it at all. I wanted to do that type of thing. Like I wanted to go out, not like go out, but like I wanted to hang out with my mom, and I felt content and I felt you know satisfied with it. And I kind of was just thinking about maybe this is okay. Like this is fine for this to be what life is right now for me, which is just not necessarily taking things easy because I am like aggressively trying to like not trying. I'm aggressively like making moves to like make my life better, but also just it's cool to just be relaxed most of the time because I'm a pretty like laid back person and a pretty chill dude or chill guy. I don't know if that meme is still around or nothing, but it's cool to just be like chill. And even though life is like hard in a sense, life is gonna keep throwing shit at you. But in a sensitive way, it's like I gotta be harder than what life is to be able to not necessarily reflect it off, but to just like kind of like absorb the impact in a way, which I feel like over time I'm getting a bit better with doing. Only with like experiencing it, like not even like necessarily like doing anything to get better at it. I'm really just experiencing it, and that's it. Like each time something happens, because it's happened before, it's just easier to absorb now, and that's it. It's not like I'm doing nothing special. Well, I am doing something special. I guess I'm more just uh, I'm just getting used to the fact that you know I can't control everything. Like nothing's in my control except for me. I guess I can kind of control my cat, but I can't really control him either. But that's it. Just I'm just getting used to just absorbing things and getting used to things not going as planned or nothing like that. Like literally just today, after I left my mom's, I had took a lift home. Halfway through the lift ride, I realized that I left my house keys at her place. Now, lucky for me, I live with somebody, so they were able to unlock the door, and I also have like a spare, like in my apartment and everything. But it's just like, you know, I I was able to absorb that and just, take that, kind of take that L in a way, but also just absorb the whole, like, okay, I made a mistake. I left my keys, but immediately after realizing I kind of like forgot my keys, I immediately start problem solving it. Like I didn't really give myself too much time to feel any emotion about it, which I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I don't think it is, since the situation wasn't like super super like deep. Especially after I thought about it, like I live with somebody who can unlock the door, and I have a spare that I can use for like the rest of the week, or not the rest of the week, but like for the entirety of the next week until I go back to go see my mother again. So everything's cool. I breathe. I do that 4-4-4 breathing thing where it's like you breathe in 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds. So I just do that. But yeah, man, life is hard. I'm harder. Shout out Bassoon. We in here chilling. But that's all I really got for today, man. Wanted to just get something out off the noggin, off the chest. Be breezy.